has been fixed due to the wind. But we're here at Roswell High School in the first game here between the Roswell Lady Coyotes and the Hobbs Lady Eagles. 0-0. We're here in the bottom half of the first inning. And one out with Victoria Sandoval, the starting pitcher, actually hitting in the 4 spot. We'll get you caught up here in just a moment. Sandoval hits. She drives one to right field, and that's going to be a base hit. And it's going to be an RBI single for Victoria Sandoval, and TJ Espinosa scores. So Roswell jumps on top right off the bat. And Grajeda will stop at second base, and Sandoval will go to first base, and that's going to be an RBI single. Roswell High School jumps on top, 1-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. You're listening to Coach Art Sandoval on KSVPTV.com. And now it's going to be Sadi Morales. He's going to draw one. I think I'm a little hot right here, this radio, so we're just trying to get everything situated here. Not a bad day here at Roswell High School. And Morales drives one, and that one's going to be to the fence. And we didn't deep fly. They need to tag and go to the right side or third base, but that's okay. 2 outs. I want something, sure. Heck yeah. I'll get some with Coach in a minute. And here he's up to bat. Sorry, here is Leah Sanchez. She's going to draw a ball. Okay, here. So the starting pitcher for Hobbs, we're just going to catch everybody up right here real quick since the top of the first inning. We had Kaya Boyle. She struck out looking. Marissa Young had a base hit in between first and second base. Cantu flew out to second base. Carissa Garcia struck out for the third out for the Hobbs Eagles, and that was it for the top of the first inning. So the Roswell Coyotes at the top of the first, they had no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're going to get all this situated here, no worries. And now in the bottom half of the first inning, it's TJ Espinosa. She drew a walk. Mireya Grajeda, second batter playing second base. She got on with an E8 with the wind. Escobar flew out to the shortstop for the first out. Sandoval drives one to the right side, getting a base hit and an RBI single, scoring Espinosa. And Morales then flew out to center field for the second out, and Leah Sanchez just now struck out for the third. So at the end of 1, the Roswell Lady Coyotes 1, the Hobbs Lady Eagles 0. So we're going to stay right here. We're going to talk a little bit of Roswell softball. As I mentioned earlier, TJ Espinosa was the leadoff. She was coming into this game batting .417 according to Max Preps. Now we'll probably have to give or take these batting statistics. .417 currently she's batting. And Mireya Grajeda, the number 4, Mireya Grajeda, playing second base, is batting .423. Emily Escobar, the center fielder, number 10, she is batting .292. Number 13, Victoria Sandoval, batting .367. And then Leah Sanchez, the number 5 hole, number 7, batting .262. That's going to end the inning now. So once again, Roswell Lady Coyotes 1, Hobbs 0. Victoria Sandoval started the game in the circle. As I mentioned earlier, she struck out 2 in the first inning. And get a little statistics on her real quick. Pitching-wise, Victoria Sandoval has pitched in 93.2 innings. She has 89 hits allowed, 61 runs, 29 of those earned, and she has 94 strikeouts, make it 96 strikeouts up to this game for Victoria Sandoval, the senior. Okay, and now we're going to go back now for Hobbs. We're going to stay here for just a second. Number 1, Edith Chavez, the right fielder, will be facing Sandoval. Defensively for Roswell High School is going to be the freshman at third base, Aragon. Morales at shortstop, Grajeda at second, Sanchez at first base. In left field, looks like it's going to be Lucero, center field Esquivel, and right field looks like Tarin. In the battery is going to be Tarin behind the plate and Victoria Sandoval in the circle. 1 ball, 1 strike to Edith Chavez. Not a bad day here at Roswell High School. About 90 degrees, the wind's not blowing very hard, right about 50, 65 miles an hour. Not terrible. It'll be ball number 2 to Chavez. And you know I'm being facetious when I say that. The wind is picked up, but we're playing some softball here at Roswell High School, the All-American City. Edith Chavez facing Sandoval. 2 balls, 1 strike, a ball hit back to Sandoval. Sandoval gets it, and it's going to be 1-3 for the first out. Number 7, Cameron Harrison, is going to be the hitter. She is playing left field. On deck is number 15, Kylie Ralston, the center fielder, and in the hole is going to be Anaya Rodriguez. So Harrison, the hitter. Facing Sandoval. There's going to be a dribbler to second base, and wow, a little bit scary there, but Grajeda did handle it. 4-3 for the second out. 1 pitch, 1 out, a pitcher's dream. And now up to bat is going to be Kylie Ralston, the center fielder. She is the lefty. Facing Sandoval. And there's going to be another dribbler. It's handled, and see Grajeda gets there, and there's going to be an out. And just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out, 2 pitches, 2 outs. So it's going to be 3-4 for the third out. And just like that, 1-2-3, Kyle's lead. 1-0 in the middle part of the second inning. Real quick, we're going to catch you up here. It's hard to hear because we're having a lot of echo. But the Roswell Coyotes coming in this ball game is 12-8, 2-4 in district, ranked 14th overall in the state of New Mexico in 5A, and ranked 11th in 5A. And the Hobbs Eagles are 14-6, 4-2 in district, ranked 7th overall in the state of New Mexico, and ranked 5th in 5A. Dean Crossland, the head coach for the Dean Crossland, the head coach for the Hobbs Lady Eagles, good friend of mine. We went back a long way, still playing over there. I call him the congressman. He calls me the senator, but you know what? That's our names. And pitching for Hobbs. Let's go over the lineup here since we didn't get a chance to do that earlier. So, left to right, playing third base is number 10, Candace Harrison. Cameron Cantu at shortstop. Number 8 is Marisa Young playing second base. Number 16, Carissa Garcia playing first base. And in the outfield, Cameron Harrison. In left field, Kylie Ralston in center, Edith Chavez in right. And the battery for the Hobbs Lady Eagles, Anaya Rodriguez behind the dish. And the pitcher is going to be Medina. Make sure I'm saying that correctly. I'm going to get the Max Preps, make sure it's correct. Yariceli Medina, and that's going to be number 11. Yariceli Medina is the pitcher for Hobbs. Batting up for Roswell High School is going to be the freshman Aragon. Yarida Aragon is the hitter. I keep on getting some feedback here from the radio here next to me. So it looks like it's going to be 3 balls and no strikes to. It's hard to hear right here with this next to me. How can I block it off from here? Maybe it's just I can hear it because it's not closed. Okay, it looks like, no, I can't. There we go. So it's going to be base on balls for Aragon. Up to plate now is going to be Lucero. And it's going to be a wild pitch. So Aragon goes to second base. There we go. That might be a little better there. Getting the sound. Good job. All right, trying to get this going here. Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize. We did have some technical difficulties. We're trying to get you caught back up here, and we're going to get this taken care of here in just a moment. And there's the Roswell Coyotes, and it looks like there's going to be a base hit for Lucero, and Marujo will be sending Aragon around, so the Roswell Coyotes now lead 2-0, and it's going to be a double for Lucero. Okay, now up to bat is going to be Mackenzie Tarin. Tarin gets one off the hands there. It's going to be fouled back. All right, here, number 15 is going to be Elena Tarin. Elena Tarin, the freshman, batting .372. She has 50 plate appearances with 43 at-bats and 12 runs with 16 hits, 13 RBIs, and no home runs thus far. Elena Tarin, the freshman, facing Medina. There's going to be a shot to the left side. It's going to be foul for strike number 2. And now it's just a bit windy here. We have some gusts 50, 60, but hey, it is what it is. As I mentioned earlier, we're playing some ball here. My boy Roy next to me here. And now, Tarin facing Yariceli and Medina. Medina pitches, and that's going to be outside for ball number 1, and that's just close. Tarin with 2 strikes is going to have to really be careful and protect the outer half. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be fouled back for another foul ball. Tarin, very good athlete here for a freshman. She has played in 3 sports, as I mentioned earlier. She is a volleyball player, plays basketball, and, of course, plays softball. I asked her a couple times already, what is her favorite sport? And she never really answered. She never really answered. I would anticipate it softball, but I could be wrong. They're going to have to read that, and there is going to be a base hit for Tarin. She will get a single and then advances to second base on the throw, and Lucero really going to have to read that. It was down, but now the Roswell Coyotes have runners in scoring position with Tarin at second base, and Lucero at third brings up the leadoff hitter in Talisa Espinosa. Espinosa had a walk in the first inning, scoring from a base hit and an RBI single by Sandoval. Nice shot by Talisa Espinosa, but that's going to be foul for strike number 1. Excuse me, strike number 2. So the Roswell Coyotes currently lead 2-0. And here comes TJ Espinosa. She's going to foul another one back. Espinosa batting .417 on the year. 65 plate appearances with 60 at-bats with 20 runs, 25 hits, and 17 RBIs. 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Just I'm getting some text messages in here too, so I don't know if we're in a little bit of a delay. We might be. But let me bring everybody back to speed here. We're here in the bottom half of the second inning. The Roswell Lady Coyotes lead 2-0. Runners at second and third base. We had Jasmine Lucero get on with a double and then had a single by Tarin advancing on the throw to second base. Was now we had runners at second and third base. Talissa Espinosa grounds out to third base. Now brings up Mireya Grajeda. So here we go. Grajeda, the number 2 hole hitter, swings and a miss, facing Yariceli Medina. Grajeda batting .423 going into this game. She can hit the long ball. She has 4 home runs. And there's going to be one that's going to be possibly back in here. Let me tell you a little bit what's going on for the ladies and gentlemen that are listening to KSVBTV.com and are not here in Roswell and are out of state listening to the ball game. It appeared that most games were canceled throughout the community, but the Roswell Lady Coyotes are hanging in there tough right now as the Hobbs Eagles made the trip, playing in a most important district contest here. Coyotes do lead 2-0 here in the bottom half of the second inning. Let's see what Mireya Grajeda can do here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Facing Medina, Grajeda versus Medina, and a base hit is crucial here. And that's going to be fouled back. The Roswell Coyotes, as I mentioned earlier, are facing about 50-mile-an-hour winds. And the ball is going directly north. Base hit will score possibly 2 here in this important district contest. That might be trouble, and it is going to be trouble. It's going to be a base hit for Grajeda, as it was just hit barely over the pitcher's mound with this win. And it's going to be a base hit. Now it's going to bring up number 10, the freshman. This is for you, Mr. Carrasco. Emily Esquivel. Bases juice now for Roswell High School. And Emily, we call her Emma down here at Roswell High School, currently batting .292 with 65 at-bats, 31 runs scored, 19 hits, 12 RBIs, 3 doubles, 3 triples, and 1 jack. So with 1 out, bases juiced, you have Grajeda at first, Tarin at second, and Lucero at third base, bringing up the number 3 hole hitter and center fielder, the standout freshman, Emily Esquivel, facing Yariceli Medina. Here comes Esquivel. Esquivel draws ball number 1. So we have Esquivel, the hitter, Victoria Sandoval on deck, and Sadia Morales in the hole. Base hit should score 2. Let's see what Emma Esquivel can do here. That's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Esquivel. Oh, and that one's going to be just foul. This is kind of hard to see here because you have really pretty decent crowd here at Roswell High School. And there's the pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded for Emma Esquivel. We just need a base hit here. And that one's going to be drive to the left side and just foul for Esquivel. And I do have some listeners all the way from Nebraska, and I won't tell you who, but I know there's some listeners. And I hope everything's going well up there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and there's the pitch for Esquivel, and that's going to be fouled back once again for Esquivel. Got an update from Shawnee, Oklahoma. The Bison won game 1 in a walk-off, 3-2, and now winning game 2, 4-0 over University of Arkansas at Monticello. We're going to keep that updated. As they win this one, they will be in the playoffs. Ball number 3 to Esquivel. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases juiced. Grajeda at first. Tarin at second. And Lucero at third base. This is where the Roswell Coyotes have to capitalize and may have timely hitting. They shouldn't have to try to kill it. They need base hits, and that's exactly what Esquivel just did. There's going to be 1 run score, 2 run scores, and possibly 3. They're going to have to be aggressive, and there goes Esquivel going to third base, and she's going to slide in safely. So good hit, stand-up triple for Esquivel, and the Roswell Coyotes lead now, but there was something happen here, and I didn't get to see what happened. So Esquivel tried to steal home, and she's going to be thrown out. 3 RBIs for Esquivel. But now here comes the senior pitcher, Victoria Sandoval. Sandoval facing Medina. Sandoval swings and a miss. And Victoria Sandoval batting .367 on the year with 72 plate appearances, 60 at-bats, 25 runs, 22 hits, and 4 jacks. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And that's exactly what the Roswell Coyotes needed. It was a nice base hit from Grajeda, and Marujo was going to have to be aggressive on the base path. And Sandoval drives 1 deep, and that's going to be a base hit. And there goes Sandoval. She's going to advance to second base. So Sandoval 2 for 2. Brings up the sophomore, Sari Morales. Morales batting .348 on the year. She does have 4 home runs, and here comes Medina, the pitcher for Hobbs. That one's going to be fouled back. So we're trying to see here. I have the score is 5-0. Is that correct? Yes. So we had Darin, Lucero, and Aragon scoring for Roswell High School. And here comes Morales once again. Morales swings, and that's going to be foul ball. .5-0 here in the bottom half of the second inning. And here comes Yaraceli Medina. That one's going to be driven hard to center field. That might be out of the park, and it's a home run for Sari Morales. Sandoval will score, and good job by the sophomore, Sari Morales, with a 2-run RBI home run. And that's what the doctor ordered right there. So the Roswell Coyotes now lead 7-0, and this game is far from over as we are still in the second inning. The Roswell Coyotes really going to have to capitalize and really do a good job base running, be aggressive, and that's what it's about right there. And Not real sure. I can't make any comments about Emma Escobar. She did have the triple, and I didn't see exactly what happened. And she tried to steal home, I believe, and I'm not sure if it was
Yeah, the ball dribbled back in.
the ball dribbled back in and she tried to take it.
Got past the pitcher picked it up and threw it out of the place.
So So Sanchez up to bat now. Sanchez is going to strike out looking. And that's going to be the third out. Ladies and gentlemen, the Roswell Lady Coyotes score 6 runs. So 6 runs on 6 hits. 1 error and 1 runner left on base. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. You're listening and watching at KCPTV.com.
We know you love your car, and at Big O Tires, we love your car too. We know it's so much more than just how you get from here to there. That's why your locally owned Big O in Roswell and Carlsbad is proud to help keep your car in top shape with our trustworthy service, quality products, major tire brands, and some of the best deals in town. And don't forget, we have easy and affordable financing options for nearly any budget. As members of our community, we know what's important to you and your car. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Central Valley Electric Education Foundation scholarships are now available for CVE members and their dependents. The scholarships can be used by graduating high school students or adults who are continuing their education. Applications are being accepted through April 15, 2022. Visit cvecoop.org/scholarships for eligibility and an application, or call Central Valley Electric Cooperative at 575-746-3571. Remember, these scholarships are available for students of all ages. Apply today.
Seven 0 here at Roswell High School. The Lady Coyotes leading the Hobbs Lady Eagles. And man, what a contest it is. And I'm just, it's kind of crazy. You have one pitching here, and then on TV, I'm looking at Cheyenne hit. 4-0 is the score in Shawnee, 4-0. As they're playing University of Arkansas Monticello. But we're here at Roswell High School as the Coyotes lead 7-0. And there's going to be the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs for ball number 1. And this is going to be Kylie Ralston. There's the pitch by Sandoval, and that's going to be just misses on the outer half. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be upstairs for ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. And there's the pitch. And what Sandoval's going to have to do is quit throwing that one upstairs to the call. They're going to have to focus with a 7-0 lead. They're going to have to worry about pitching the balls down. So Armendariz is going to be the courtesy runner. And now the hitter is going to be Candace Harrison. So this is going to be her first at bat. Candace Harrison. Harrison, the left fielder. The Hobbs Lady Eagles are wearing all black. Black stirrups, white socks, black helmets. And here comes Harrison facing Sandoval. Sandoval delivers, and that's going to be strike number 1 for Sandoval. There's the pitch. And that's going to be upstairs for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yarida Aragon, the third baseman for Roswell. Sari Morales, the shortstop. Mireya Grajeda at second. Leah Sanchez at first base. And here's Sandoval with the delivery, and that's going to be a curveball away. Left field is Jasmine Lucero, Emma Esquivel in center, and Elena Tarin in right field. The battery for Roswell High School is Talissa Espinosa, and as I mentioned earlier, Victoria Sandoval in the circle. 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. Runner at first base. And here is the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs. They're going to have to work down the Roswell Coyotes, or else this will be a long ball. We had a discussion about that. That's going to be a strike. Nice call by the official. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Harrison. Harrison, the right-hand hitter, facing Sandoval, and that's going to be strike number 3. So good job by Victoria Sandoval on that pitch. So that's going to be Sandoval's 97th strikeout of the year. And now that's going to be Kaya Boyle, the top of the lineup now. So there's the curveball for ball number 1. Kaya Boyle in the first frame had a strikeout. Marisa Young is on deck, and then Cameron Cantu, the shortstop, will be in the hole. So Kaya Boyle facing Sandoval. Sandoval working the outside half. And that's going to be another strike, so good job with the curveball for Sandoval. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And let's see if the Roswell Coyotes will get into double play depth here. You're going to have to watch the corners here to see if there's a possibility if Marisa Young will bunt. I doubt it with the 7-0 lead. So there's the pitch by Sandoval, and that's going to be a ball just outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Kaya Boyle, the DP in tonight's first game. Sandoval, the pitcher, and there it is. And that's going to be possible double play. And there's going to be a 6 unassisted for the second out. That one went right over the middle. I thought Tori Sandoval was going to have it. And Sadia Morales was trying to throw the ball as she was trying to flip it over to Grajeda, but yet on a slow ball like that, she just said, I'm going to go ahead and take it myself. Tries to throw it to first base, but yet it is 6 unassisted. So now it's going to bring up Marisa Young, the lefty. She did single in the first. And that is going to be foul ball, just slight foul. Good job by Espinosa. And just really what happened on that, it bounced, and luckily it bounced over Espinosa, or else that would have been a fair ball. Here comes Sandoval again, the screwball, and that one's going to be a base hit into right field, and that might be a possible hit. It is a hit, and there's going to be a RBI single. Cameron Cantu, the hitter for Hobbs. And she is number 3 hitter. She is batting .431 on the year. She does have 7 home runs. Cantu facing Sandoval. There's the pitch, and there is a shot. And it looks like that ball should have been caught by Sadia Morales. And that one just drops. We're going to call that a possible base hit or an error. Let's see what the official says. Official scorebook's going to call that a base hit, as Sadia Morales needed to drop step and go get that ball. That is a crucial out for the Roswell Coyotes. But now it's going to face the number 4 hitter, Carissa Garcia. Carissa Garcia struck out in the first frame, facing Sandoval. But man, this could be dangerous here. Let's see if Sandoval goes inside. And there's the curveball. Curveball has been working for Sandoval all day. Well, I shouldn't say all day. We're only in the 3rd inning, but it feels like it's all day. It's been effective by all means. Garcia, the hitter, facing Sandoval again, and that one just misses for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Hobbs have runners in scoring position at 3rd base and at 1st base, and now facing Carissa Garcia. One of the things that the Roswell Coyotes are going to have to be careful with, they do have a bag open, so they have to make sure they're keeping this down and away from Garcia, because Garcia will hit it a long way if you're not careful. There's going to be another strike on the curveball for Sandoval. Garcia, wearing number 16, she does have 11 home runs on the year. So let's see if Sandoval comes back with the curveball, and she does. There's a ground ball to short, 6-3, and that's going to be an out. Good job by Sari Morales for the 3rd out, and I will tell you, that was big. Ladies and gentlemen, 7-1 at the end of 2. We'll be right back.
ENMU Roswell offers high school students the opportunity to get a head start on their college education journey into healthcare. Through the Allied Health Careers Pathway, high school learners can enroll in dual credit courses that introduce them to a wide range of careers that include emergency medical technician, paramedic, nursing, occupational therapy, respiratory therapy, medical assisting, phlebotomy, and nursing assistant. Start your healthcare career path at ENMU Roswell. Contact your high school counselor for more information.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660.
Welcome back to Roswell High School. The score is 7-1. And about to begin the bottom half of the 3rd inning here. And it's going to be the freshman Aragon. Scored a run in the 2nd inning. I believe she got a base hit, if I'm not mistaken. Aragon. She got a base on balls, is what I got. So there's a shot, and there's going to be a Jumanji home run. Aragon. And make it 8-1 now, Roswell High School. That's going to make it the 24th home run on the year for Roswell High School. I went back to the books. One year, the Roswell Lady Coyotes hit 40 home runs in 1 year. That was back in 2017. I thought it was 35, but it was actually 40. And most of those were hit by Mikhail Olivas back in the day. All right, sorry. And there's the pitch, and Lucero is going to foul that one back. So here comes Jasmine Lucero, as I mentioned earlier. In the first frame, Lucero did have a double to the right side and had one RBI. And that one's going to hit to the right side, and that's going to be just foul. Update from Carlsbad. Carlsbad won 19-0 over Clovis. Jessica Monroe hit a 2-run home run. That might be, and it is.
As it falls in, Cameron Harrison was playing very deep, and Ken Chu went back to try to get it. Harrison came in on it, nobody could get it. So it is a single for Lucero.
Okay, so Lucero gets a single here. Goes to first base now. So Elena Tarim will enter the ball game. She's up to bat. She did have a single and scoring a run in the the second inning. And that's going to be a strike to Elena Tarim. Tarim, the freshman right fielder, facing Yariceli Medina. It's going to be fouled back. So the Roswell Coyotes lead 8-1. We're here in the bottom half of the third inning. No balls, 2 strikes, and no outs to Tarim, facing Yariceli Medina. Let's see if the Roswell Coyotes can continue their hit, and that's going to be a strike out for Tarim. Looking for the first out. We'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Talissa Espinosa. Talissa currently is 1 for 2. She is actually 0 for 2. She actually had a walk. It depends how you want to say it. Some people say it's 0 for 1 or 0 for 2. Depends how you want to score it. She had a walk in the first, but she scored on a RBI single by Sandoval and then hit the ball 5-3 for the second out. So we're gonna call it 0 for 2 currently, with Yariceli Medina pitching in the circle for the Lady Eagles. Here is Yariceli Medina. That's going to be a ball inside. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. 8-1's a score here in the bottom half of the third here at Roswell High School. Beautiful day, actually. It's a beautiful day. Even though it's windy, we're still playing softball. So here we go. There is the pitch, and that one's going to be possibly trouble, and that's going to be dropping for a base hit for Talissa Espinosa. So that will be a base hit. Bringing it up to the plate will be Mireya Grajeda. Grajeda coming in this ballgame once again, batting .423. She's currently 1 for 2. The first frame she hit she got on, but it was E8 and then a base hit in the second frame. Now it's going to be her third at bat, and now she's going to take ball number 1. So runners at first and second base. Lucero at second and Espinosa at first. Mireya Grajeda, the second baseman, facing Yariceli Medina. There's the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs for ball number 3. So I would imagine that Grajeda will take this pitch. You can never take anything for granted in the game of softball. Regardless of the fact, you're going to have to really capitalize and hit the ball as much as you can and score when you're playing a district opponent like Hobbs. Can't take things for granted because Dean Crossan and the Hobbs Eagles can come out. And we'll see what happens. Here, 3 balls, 1 strike. And now here comes Grajeda. I'm thinking she's probably going to hit this one hard. And that one's going to be an error on the first baseman, as she had control of it at first, and then no, she bobbles it. She started running to first base before she caught it. So it's going to be an E3. So bases juice now for Emma Esquivel. We saw this last time where she hit one to the right gap, scoring 3. But Esquivel currently 1 for 2 as she flew out to shortstop on the first frame. And there's going to be a shot to center, and that's going to be a base hit. And let's see if Marujo's going to. And she holds up Espinosa, and I personally would have done it. She's a speedster, and this is a district contest. But you have bases loaded for the senior, Victoria Sandoval. So now there's going to be a timeout, and Crosland's going to go talk to Medina. 9-1 is the score here in the bottom half of the third inning. So Cheyenne Sandoval currently 2 for 2. I beg your pardon. Victoria Sandoval is currently 2 for 2. In the first frame, she had a single with an RBI. On the second frame, she had a double and scored a run. So there's going to be a pitching change here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching at KSUPTV.com.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Mays Lumber has all the...
Welcome back to KSVPTV.com. The Lady Kyle is currently on top, 9-1, as Dean Crossland makes a pitching change. And now the pitcher is Hannah Graneo. She will be facing the senior Victoria Sandoval. As I mentioned earlier, Sandoval is 2 for 2 with 1 RBI. She had a single in the first and a double in the second, scoring a run with bases juiced with Esquivel in first, Espinosa at second, and Grajeda at third. So here's Sandoval with 1 out. Be curious to see if she takes a pitch until she gets a strike, but let's see what she does here in this frame. Sandoval takes ball number 1. I believe that Sandoval might have got lucky on that one. I thought she kind of crossed the plate there, but maybe not. So it's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Sandoval. Facing Graneo. That's going to be a strike outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Hannah Graneo pitching to Sandoval, and there's a pitch. Sandoval is going to take ball 2 upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. So ball 3 downstairs. Sandoval batting .367 at the start of the game with 4 bombs. Now she is facing the new pitcher, Graneo. And now there's the pitch. And Sandoval draws a walk. So Sandoval will get an RBI on the walk. So Sandoval goes to first, Esquivel at second. Espinosa scores, and Grajeda goes to third base. So here is Sari Morales. She has a 2-run home run straight to center field. She is facing now Graneo. Am I saying that correctly? Graneo? Granillo. So it's Granillo. So bases juice for Morales, and Morales takes one to the left side, and boom, that's going to be hit hard and foul. 2 strikes to Morales. That's going to be inside. So the count is even now with bases loaded, 1 out. And now here comes Asaria Morales, the sophomore. And that one's going to be just a bit inside, and that's going to be ball 3. Full count. The runners will not be running at this point with 1 out. Count is full, and now here comes Asari Morales. And that is going to be foul. This is a big at bat for Sarai. With just 1 out, if the Roswell Coyotes can capitalize on this potential hit, the Roswell Coyotes will be sitting pretty. 10-1 currently in the bottom of the 3rd. And the game is far, far from over with a 10-1 lead. Morales with a full count, 1 out. Better be expecting a curveball here from Hannah Graneo. There's Graneo. And that's going to be just foul off the foot. Graneo. Here's the pitcher. Graneo. Is the 8th grader. Doing a good job so far. That one's going to be hit for a base hit, and 1 run will score. There's going to be 2 runs score, and Sandoval around third base, and they're going to send her around, and now she's going to score. So 3 runs scoring for the Lady Coyotes, and now the Roswell Coyotes currently leading 13-1. Escobar scores. Grajeda scores. Sandoval scores, and Morales gets a single. Well, we're going to give her the double on that. So the score now is 13-1. Let's see if the Roswell Coyotes can end this ball game. Well, they still need 3 runs. But Leah Sanchez is currently the hitter now, batting .262 on the year. Leah Sanchez is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And there's a shot, and that's going to be a base hit for Sanchez. Let's see what the official scorebook says. They're going to call it an error. They're going to call it a base hit due to the backhand. We're going to call it a base hit here at Roswell High School. Hobbs is calling it an error, but we're going to call it a base hit. I thought it was hit hard enough with the backhand, especially going through the 5-6 hole. We're going to call it a base hit. Now up to bat for the Roswell Lady Coyotes is going to be Aragon. She hit a home run in her last at bat. And it was in this inning, so the Roswell Coyotes have batted through the lineup, and Leah Sanchez has a stolen base. So they're going to call it an error on the shortstop, and that was on Cantu. There's going to be another base hit, and there's Roswell High School. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. Morales and Sanchez will score. Now it makes it 15-1. And wow, just like that, the Roswell Lady Coyotes are just on fire. Okay, so right here is going to be Jasmine Lucero. Lucero currently is 2 for 2. And there's going to be a shot to the shortstop. And that's going to be 6-3. And Cantu, the standout shortstop, makes a great play and a hard throw for out number 2. Now it's going to bring the freshman, Tarin. Let's see if Tarin, she is currently 1 for 2. If she can get a base hit. And let's see if Marujo is going to be aggressive here to end the ball game. And that one's going to be hit hard, and that one's going to be hit to center field for the third out. So F8 for the third out. That means we're going to go another inning at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. You're listening and watching at KSUPTV.com.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Welcome back to KSUPTV.com. 15-1 is a score at the end of 3. The Roswell Lady Coyotes had 8 runs on 7 hits, 1 error on the Hobbs Eagles, and 1 runner left on base to make it 15-1, and a hard hit ball by Elena Tarin to center. I thought they might be dropping for a base hit, and they could have had a 15-run rule, but yet we're going to go to another inning. So Victoria Sandoval still in the circle for the Roswell Lady Coyotes will be facing Edith Chavez. Edith Chavez, the right fielder, currently 0 for 1. She grounded out to Sandoval the last time. You can never count the game out by all means. There's going to be a foul to the right side in the dugout for strike number 1. As you know, in the game of baseball and softball, regardless of score, 15-1, you always have to play 3 up, 3 down, or tell you what, you have to complete the inning in order to be successful in this game. So nothing surprises me at all, but the Roswell Coyotes currently on fire with the sticks. So Sandoval now once again facing Edith Chavez, the right fielder. We'll have a curveball for strike number 2, and the curveball for Victoria Sandoval has been effective. And let's see if Sandoval comes back with the curveball again, and she does, and that one's going to be fouled out of play. And Sandoval actually took the night off, pitching-wise, on Tuesday against Clovis, which was probably the best idea coming into this ball game. So here we go, Chavez, the hitter, facing Sandoval once again, and there's going to be a ball just inside. I thought she might have had the inside screwball, but it's going to be ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and not a bad pitch. And there's the pitch now, and that one's going to be just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Chavez. And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Don't give anything in the zone. You're going to have to try to work the corners, and let's see what she does here with this changeup possibly. And that one's going to be Gonzalez. That's going to be a home run for Edith Chavez. Solo home run. 15-2 now for the Roswell Lady Coyotes. as Edith Chavez hits a solo home run off Sandoval. Now the hitter is going to be Cameron Harrison. Kylie Rolliston on deck. No outs here. I got to really stay away from the high pitch. Stay with the curveball, and that's going to be strike number 1. So I think we might have 2 Harrisons. That's going to be strike number 2 on the screwball. So I've got to look at make sure I have my stuff straight. I thought we had 2 Harrisons possibly.
Yes, we do.
Okay, making sure. So we do have 2 Harrisons. I thought I made a mistake there, but yeah, we do have 2 Harrisons, and there's going to be the curveball by Sandoval, and that's going to be way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And she's just going to have to worry about throwing the ball. Don't worry about the result of it. Get out there and do her job. And there's the pitch by Sandoval, and that's going to be a curveball away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. 15-2's the score here in the top half of the 4th inning. And this is going to be Kylie. Excuse me, I beg your pardon. This is going to be Cameron Harrison. Harrison batting .474 on the year. And that's going to be strike number 3. Catcher misses it. So Sandoval will get credit for the strikeout. But it's going to be KE2. And now it's going to be Kylie Rollison. Rollison, number 5. Curveball, strike number 1. Rolliston hitting .491 with 1 home run on the year. Harrison on deck. And there's the pitch by Sandoval. And that one's going to be caught by Espinosa. And good job by Espinosa. They're going to have to watch the runner, make sure nobody tags. So that's going to be F2 for the first out. Now it's going to bring up, I guess, their sisters. This is going to be number 5 now. Excuse me, number 10, Harrison. Anaya Rodriguez. I beg your pardon. It's going to be Anaya Rodriguez. And Rodriguez is the 9-hole hitter. Sorry, that was Rolliston there. That was F2 there for that first out, and Kylie got on. And there's going to be a dribbler, 5-4, and just misses. So 5-4 for the second out. So Edith Chavez actually had the home run. It's on first right there. FC. Okay, so there we go. Now we're back up. So this is going to be Boyle. Okay, there's Candace. There we go. Candace Harrison now. And that's what screwed everything up right there. They had both Harrisons and what got everything out of order right there. So this is Candace Harrison. Candace Harrison is actually playing left field. So they're both on the left side here. So Coach Crossland really played. He threw a curveball at me here, so that's going to be the number 9 hole hitter is Candace Harrison. So Anaya Rodriguez had.
1 and 1 is the count, so 1 and 2 now.
Okay, so there we're good to go. Now we're back on stat here. So this is going to be Candace Harrison. Anaya Rodriguez was the prior hitter. And that's going to be foul back now.
Foul ball off to the right, out of play. Count remains 1 and 2. Harrison struck out her first time up. She's 0 for 1.
So Harrison struck out on the first one, so she is 0 for 1 is what I have. So now let's see. She now faces a 1-2 count with 2 outs. And there's the pitch by Sandoval, and that one's going to be upstairs for 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And a runner at first base now. And let's see what Sandoval has here. There's the pitch, and that's going to be hit well. That might be out of the park, and it is. So 2-run home run. That's going to be 15-4 now. As I mentioned, even though the Roswell Coyotes had a 15-1 lead, you never give in here, and that's exactly what the Hobbs Eagles are doing now with 2 outs. There was a home run, and now it's going to bring up number 13. Top of the bat now, top of the order is going to be Kaya Boyle. She is the designated player. So she is currently 0 for 2. And Sandoval throws the curveball once again, and that's going to be strike number 1. And make it strike 2 as the second one goes into the dugout on the right side. So let's see what Boyle can do out of this right here. There's the pitch again, and that one's going to be out of here. So with 2 strikes, they call in a fastball inside, and they hit that one out of the park. So 15-5 now. They're going to have to quit throwing the ball inside and upstairs. They're going to have to continue throwing the curveball. The 2 outs, and the Hobbs Eagles get on the board again with another solo shot, 15-5. They're going to have to quit throwing the ball high and inside with 2 strikes. So now this is going to be Marisa Young. She is I have 1 for 2 for Young. One and 1 the count. 0-1 the count. There's a dribbler to Sandoval. Sandoval tosses it over to first base and gets her. 1-3 for the 3rd out. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. You're listening and watching at KSUPTV.com.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Pecans are a big deal here in Chaves County. We have some of the biggest orchards in the country, and lots of us have pecan trees in our yards. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Whether you have one pecan tree or 1,000 of them, this time of year, every pecan tree needs fertilizing. So come see us at Roswell Seed Company, and we'll get you fixed up with the right fertilizer for your pecan trees, so that next year, your nuts will be big and beautiful. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Welcome back to Roswell High School. Score is 15-5 as the Hobbs Lady Eagles get 4 in the top of the 4th inning with a couple of home runs. But now up to bat for the Roswell Lady Coyotes will be the top of the order with TJ Espinosa. Espinosa now facing the 8th grader Hannah Ganeo. One ball, no strikes. And there's Ganeo once again, and there's going to be a shot to the left side and foul. The Hobbs Lady Eagles come in this ball game ranked 7th overall in the state of New Mexico, ranked 5th in 5A. The Roswell Lady Coyotes come in this contest ranked 14th overall in the state of New Mexico and 11th overall in 5A. That's going to be a little F6 to S for Espinosa. And the Roswell Coyotes, even though they have a 10-run lead, we're going to have to get some more runs in this bottom half of the 4th inning. So now you have Grajeda. That one's going to be hit hard, and that one's going to be foul. The winds are about 50 miles an hour here in Roswell at the park. And the last ball that was hit hard and went straight to center as we see people going to get the home run balls, as both Roswell and Goddard have been hitting home runs in this contest. As I mentioned earlier, Grajeda batting .423 in this contest. Grajeda is 1 for 3, scoring 2 runs, and that's going to be foul. Update from Shawnee, Oklahoma. Oklahoma Baptist 4, University of Arkansas at Monticello 3. Mireya Grajeda facing Hannah Ganeo. That's going to be hit to the left side, and there's the 5-3 for the second out. Now brings up Emma Esquivel. There's the pitch, and that's going to be foul out of play. Esquivel is currently 1 for 3 on a single. She did score a run. Actually, it's going to be 2 for 3. So she had a 3-run RBI in the second. 2 for 3. She in the first frame, she went F6 and then 2 singles. Now the score is 15-5. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And here comes Hannah Graneo. That's going to be in the dirt for ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the Coyotes have to be patient at the plate, as they started out real good. And there's going to be a dribbler. And that's going to be safe. So that's going to be an E on the throw. So it's going to be E5. Now it's going to bring up Victoria Sandoval, and she is currently 2 for 2 with a double and a single with 2 RBIs and scoring 2 runs. And Sandoval hits a shot, 2-second, and it's going to be 4 to 6 for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down. So the Roswell Lady Coyotes get no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back to start the 5th inning. You're listening and watching at KCPTV.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, So Easy Sewing finally has our most popular sewing machines and sergers back in stock. We have the Zest, our entry-level machine, on sale for $149. We have the Amazing Jazz 2, which boasts a 12-inch throat, on sale for $7.99, and our #1 selling Verve sewing embroidery combo machine on sale for $9.99. All machines include lifetime instruction on the use of the machine. Hurry in to 200 East College Boulevard in Roswell to claim your new machine before they're gone. So Easy Sewing. You've never had it so easy.
Did you know that most burglaries occur during the day? Why, you ask? Most of us are at work, leaving the burglar to go unnoticed. Did you know the average loss from a home burglary is over $2,200? Not including one's loss of emotional security in their own home. Avoid being a burglar's target market and get a monitored security system from Zenith Security Services, all for around $1 a day. Wouldn't you agree that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? Call Zenith Security Services today, 626-3521.
Welcome back to Roswell High School. 15-5 is the score as we begin the top half of the 5th inning. And it looks like we're going to have Cameron Cantu, the hitter, as she is 1 for 2. Cantu a tough out, as she is hitting .431 with 7 home runs on the year, facing Sandoval. And there's going to be a base hit to the left side. So the single puts Cantu on first base. Now it's going to bring up Carissa Garcia. She is 0 for 2 as she struck out on the first frame and went 6-3 on the second. And now bringing her up here in the third frame. So here, let's see if Sandoval can get a double play ball here for the Roswell Coyotes. Espinosa is going to have to stay down a little bit as she gets up. It is a ball, so ball 1. There's the pitch. And the changeup, it's going to be foul. And whatever happens with Garcia is batting .533 on the year with 11 home runs. So there's the pitch by Sandoval. And that's going to be ball outside. Espinosa, the catcher for Roswell, coming up a little early. That's going to be popped up, and let's see if Esquivel, she gets the out. That's a big out for Roswell as it goes F8 for the first out. Now brings up Edith Chavez as she homered in the last frame. She is 1 for 2. And a double play ball would be great, but now what the Roswell Lady Coyotes would need is at least an out. Sandoval battling Edith Chavez. Sandoval, the delivery. There's a ground ball. And Grajeda gets it, and there's going to be the out. 4-3 for the out. And wow, that was a bang-bang play as the dribbler almost got Chavez the single, but a good job by Mireya Grajeda. Now it's going to bring up Harrison. Harrison currently, see if I got the right Harrison here. I have 0 for 2, but let's see what happens here. There's going to be a dribbler, and that's going to go 5-3, and the Roswell Coyotes win 15-5 and get the first victory against Hobbs today. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. You're listening and watching at KSVPTV.com.
Good morning, honey. Hey, I have to pick up the kids from school this afternoon. Can you call?
A home invasion can happen anytime, even when you're at home. Protect your home and the ones you love with whole home security from Zenith Security. The security experts at Zenith Security can monitor your whole home 24/7. So they're ready whether you're there or not. Call Zenith Security Services LLC at 626-3521. That's 626-3521 and get whole home security with Zenith Security Services LLC.
We know you love your car, and at Big O Tires, we love your car too. We know it's so much more than just how you get from here to there. That's why your locally owned Big O in Roswell and Carlsbad is proud to help keep your car in top shape with our trustworthy service, quality products, major tire brands, and some of the best deals in town. And don't forget, we have easy and affordable financing options for nearly any budget. As members of our community, we know what's important to you and your car. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Central Valley Electric Education Foundation scholarships are now available for CVE members and their dependents. The scholarships can be used by graduating high school students or adults who are continuing their education. Applications are being accepted through April 15, 2022. Visit cvecoop.org/scholarships for eligibility and an application, or call Central Valley Electric Cooperative at 575-746-3571. Remember, these scholarships are available for students of all ages. Apply today.
Welcome back to KSVPTV.com. The Roswell Coyotes defeat the Lady Eagles from Hobbs 15-5 in 5 innings. Much needed win for the Roswell Lady Coyotes. And real quick, we're going to recap the game for the Roswell Lady Coyotes. For Talissa Espinosa, she was 2 for 4, scoring 2 runs. And Mireya Grajeda was 1 for 3, scoring 1 run. Emma Esquivel scoring 1 run. She was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Victoria Sandoval was 2 for 3, scoring 2 RBIs and scoring 2 runs. And Morales was 2 for 3, scoring 2 runs with 2 RBIs. Leah Sanchez was 1 for 3, struck out twice, had a base hit and a stolen base. And Aragon was 2 for 3. She had 1 home run, solo in the third, 1 walk, and 3 RBIs. And Lucero was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, scoring 2 runs. And Elena Tarin with 0 for 3, scoring 1 run. 1 for 3. That's the offensive stats for the Roswell Lady Coyotes. And pitching-wise, Victoria Sandoval had 4 strikeouts, bringing her to 98 strikeouts on the year. But most importantly, the Roswell Coyotes had no errors in the contest. 15-5, the Roswell Lady Coyotes win. We'll be back here for Game 2 in just a moment. Give us about 20 minutes. You're listening and watching at KSVPTV.com.